welcome back. I hope things are well. Xogue here, coming at you with episode 5. All right. That's about all the cheering I've got for a number so low. But anyway, like I said in the last episode, we are going to be finishing that slaughterhouse. That's going to happen this episode. It's going to take a lot of work. But to you, it's only going to take 30 minutes. Isn't it awesome? So anyway, for the build, I do, besides, a lot of pickaxes to dig a whole lot, I also need some stone brick. Because I will be building some of it, at least the base structure out of it. And I'll probably need some cobblestone too, just because some of the less important parts, I guess, will be built out of that. And that's because stone brick and cobble, that kind of goes well together. And cobble's pretty easy to get. So, yeah. I think that's probably going to be the answer. But who knows? Things might change. We'll see. But, yeah, that's about all I really wanted to say. Hi, and I'll meet you over there. So, a little while ago, Fleeks was asking where a desert was because he needed some cactus. So, I told him there was one by my base. I'm not sure if I showed it to you yet or not, but it's pretty much on the other side of the swamp that's over there. So I pointed him in the right direction. I was like, well, I could use some more cactus. If you don't mind, could you bring some back? I'd appreciate it. And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So when he got back, I wasn't up here. So, he was asking about where to put it, things like that. I was like, just throw it in one of my unmarked chests and that's fine. Well, he made a new unmarked chest. Voila. He decorated it and everything. Look at that. So pretty. Thanks, Fleeks. Appreciate it. I will be sure to leave a link to his channel in the description, because that was very, very nice of him. He did not have to go all out like he did, but that's Fleeks for you. Look, I got acacia. I didn't have any of that wood yet. That's good stuff. Cool. Cool. All right. Back to other things. All right, and we are still in the base. Okay. So I mentioned something about building, and, well, the long and the short of it is that I didn't want to do 2 episodes on the pretty much exact same project, one of them just being bigger. It didn't seem like it would be entertaining. So the first one is going to remain as is, and this one is just kind of going to be a sequence of updates, which will make the episode shorter. You will get to see it done. I will get to run you through it and maybe be able to get something else done as well. We'll see. We'll see if time allows for that. But the reason we're not over there now is because I have already done quite a bit of work on it, and I want to run you through start to finish. But first, I just finished watching Cyclops' video, and he did get to my base, and it seemed like he was a little confused. Now, as far as the... See you later, Anomaly. As far as this goes, this is explained in an episode that I believe he just hasn't seen yet, so I'm not going to go over that again. But this sign over here is something that I did not show in my video. Oh, man. Anomaly is just not having the best luck right now. Anyway, this sign says an industrial smelter in upstairs corner. This is just a note to self kind of thing. Tells me what I need to make and where I need to make it. Because I had, like 3 furnaces here, and while I was waiting for something to be done, I thought to myself, well, self, why do you not have a better system than 3 furnaces sitting on the ground? Yeah. So I plopped a sign down, wrote that. The reason I'm mentioning that is because I don't want anybody to think that this is my version of an industrial smelter. When I make some kind of industrial automated redstone full smelt, you'll know that is what it is. This is just 3 furnaces hovering over half slabs at the moment. And that's I I want to replace it soon. I want to do, you know, this industrial smelter. And I only said it that way because I didn't know what else to call it. But, you know, hey. So, I want to get to that soonish. But I'm not going to try to put a time to it yet. Because I really don't know. We'll find out. I got a lot of other stuff I want to do too. So, now that that's explained, we're going to go down and I'm going to walk you through, you know, there we go. I'm going to walk you through some of the changes. Actually, real quick, he seemed to be a little cautious about this. And again, this is something that I just kind of ran through in the last episode. But that water right there, anytime you fall through water, it reduces fall damage from certain heights. One level does like 50 block fall. I'm not sure exactly. Test it out before you do anything like this. Like I said, from this height, one water source would be fine. Like this guy will survive, and he'll forever be in my mind. Geronimo! See? He's alive. But yeah, one level of water would protect me just fine from this height. But I put 2 just in case. I've had it glitch a little bit before to the point where I took damage. I never actually died, which is why I did use the system. But I just doubled it up because it really didn't affect anything else. And then at the bottom I have the portal, which acts as a one-way portal. You go in there, in the portal down there, and you come out in the nether at the same portal that this one leads you to. So then you go back into the portal and you're right back up top. So you don't need ladders, you don't need anything like that. And yeah, there's that explained again. So let's go into the nether and let me show you what I've done here. Now, first, I was tired of coming through and fearing that a ghast would be here waiting for me, ready to shoot me with a fireball. So I covered it. Simple, effective, done. Just kind of, I don't know if you want to call it decorating. I dug out a few blocks here, moved the sign over. This sign just moved over one because this is going to be something. I'll get into that in a minute. But this, first of all, work in progress. Please do not change X. Just for my server members, please. I have plans for this. They are ongoing, and if it's not completely done by the time this episode airs, please do not mess with it, because there are some other changes I have in mind that probably will not be in this episode, unfortunately. But don't worry, I will show them later. Anyway, yeah. So, right now, everything is just stairs and half slabs. This is a tunnel all the way to the new slaughterhouse. And everything, like I said, is staired and half slabbed, so pigmen don't spawn down here. And it is a very, very long path. At some point, I will have a minecart here. It's not going to be a straight path like you see in most other tunnels. I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit, but you'll see that later on. I need to get some more supplies for that system. And, yeah. We'll do some kind of little highlight in an episode for that as soon as I've got it done. And, oof, some kind of frog in my throat or something. I don't know. That was weird. Anyway, so it is a very long path, and I know Fleeks is going to be a little irritated. He loves his rail systems, and I don't blame him. They're, you know, they're efficient. They're awesome. But the one for this, as I'm sure he will notice, will require quite a bit of iron. And like I said, I want to mix it up a little bit, so I need other supplies as well. So, now that we're down here, these are just my chests. I believe I have cobble. Yep, there's more cobble. I might make a furnace down here. I don't have any coal. That might change. But, here's all the netherrack that I've been digging out. Pretty much from this path. And this will all be moved up to my base. Because like I said before, I'm a hoarder. I don't like to throw anything away. For some reason, it just bothers me leaving it behind me on the ground. I don't like it. So I'll make it all into nether brick and keep it, even though I probably will never use that much of it. Enchanting setup. Yes, there are more bookshelves than I need. Just the kind of setup that I like. I think it fits into the wall pretty nicely. Really, the only reason I have this many is just 'cause. But it does work. They're all within range. They're all being seen. So no issues at all getting level 30 enchants. First, work in progress. Work in progress. Please do not mess with. Now, the overall system is the same. Pigmen fall onto the hoppers, and when they die, their stuff goes into a chest. But with the other system, which is over in that direction, I know you can't see it, but it's there. I haven't removed it. No reason to remove that until this is complete, which will be a little, it'll still be a little bit, because there's still some more things I need to do. But one of the issues with it is that experience was a little hard to get. I had to jump a few times to get the experience, to go over the little barrier, or had to get closer to the fence, which means pigmen could hit me, which is another thing. Pigmen could hit you if you got too close. Yeah, it was just, it wasn't planned that well. It was something I threw together in my single player, well, my other server series that only had 2 people on it. But this system now, it's kind of the same thing that you see in the Enderman farms, where you're pretty much just aimed at their legs. But this is half slab, so baby pigmen cannot get through. They also cannot hit you. And I did test it with baby pigmen. They didn't seem to notice that they could, if they can. So either way, they shouldn't hit you. But even if they do, that's a small little issue. You get all of the experience very, very easily, which means you get it very quick. You know exactly when to stop killing if you need to. It's all covered, so when you're done, you can easily just, you know, once the rail system's done, ride it back or run back or whatever, and that's good to go. You know, and like I said, same deal. Everything kind of goes into a chest for you, which, like I said, it's not done, so there's nothing in the chest. So this is kind of the, you know, the upgrades I wanted to have in that one, but we built it inside of a lava lake, which means it was hard to expand. And there actually is a lava lake on that side of here, a few blocks over, I believe, but I don't foresee ever digging in that direction any further, so I got lucky. It was pretty good. Pretty good. So eventually these chests will be gone. There will be a rail system. It will be awesome. And you can just come here and just kind of farm out some experience if you want to. It'd be nice. So, another thing that I need to do, let me get this, yeah. Okay, cool. Right now, pigmen will be able to drop down here. I'm not too worried about it because they are not, you know, they don't hate me at the moment. But we're going to go up here and I'm going to show you that I really haven't done a whole lot else other than this. Oh, I enchanted an infinity bow. So that little shot of me, you know, killing 3 ghast with a sword and their own fireballs. Shouldn't have to do that anymore, thank goodness. But a lot of it has been cleared and flattened. I just kind of went under this so I could start this part of the build, get everything underground done. This will be designed out more, and there is a whole lot of filling that needs to be done because everything, huge range over that lava lake, all the way over there, on the level that I'm standing on, will need to be some kind of blast resistant stone, and I'm thinking just cobblestone is going to work just fine. And I think it actually does kind of go well with stone brick, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Like I said, the other one's still over here. So this video actually took quite a long time, which means I may not be able to get into anything else like I was going to try to do, but we'll see. So this is just an update. I still got to remove everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish everything. And that way you don't have to worry about a time lapse and me finishing it. You don't have to worry about anything. I'm just going to get it all done. And then the probably last clip that I show in this episode will be me kind of working on this kind of a thing. And if not, you know, hey, we'll get into something else if I feel I can. We'll see. But hang tight. And I'm going to finish it. It'll be done. Done. Done deal. The Slaughterhouse. So I decided to make a change. Everything in here staying the same. The change I was referencing is the stuff up top. Hopefully I don't get shot at. We're going to find out. I decided to go with nether brick for the platform around this thing. And the reason for that is, one, obviously, because I am getting a whole lot of netherrack. And as you see, most of the floating islands are gone. That one will probably disappear as well. But I just haven't gotten to it yet. I wanted to start on these platforms. Mainly, well, not mainly, but partially because, you know, it'll help get rid of some of the netherrack, as well as the platforms. They got to be built anyway. And it protects me in case I fall a little bit. I don't have to worry so much about falling because I won't land in lava. I'll land on nether brick. And it does actually go pretty well with stone brick. So I decided to make that change, and I will show you in a second something I've set up to help with that. Now, this part as well, this is going to be somewhat designed with it. I haven't dug out everything, and I'm not going to. I'm going to slab quite a bit of the area that, you know, like probably out over there, up here, some up there. I'm going to be doing a lot of slabbing. And the reason for that is just because digging that much is just, it's not feasible. You know, unless I want to spend so much time on it, and either I show you 18 episodes of me digging, or you don't get another episode for a few weeks, which is, neither one of those are good options for me. So I'm going to slab, and maybe, you know, when I need some kind of filler content, I do some kind of a talkie episode or something, and then maybe I'll dig some out just to make it look better, because I think it will if it were all digged out. Digged. There's that word again. If it were all dug out. And, you know, but as for now, as for this episode and this build and its current state, it's just going to be slabbed. It's just the easier, faster, better way to do things at the moment. Now, another thing is, you see this kind of leads in a little bit, and that's because this entire area, even under here, is all going to be nether brick. Now, the reason for that is because ghasts, like we said, they like to throw fireballs, which can break netherrack. So I'm using stone brick because it does not stay on fire forever, like netherrack does. And it's blast resistant. Now, the downside is that it takes 4 pieces of netherrack to make 1 nether brick. But that's a sacrifice I'm okay with, considering the amount of netherrack you can actually have if you really, really needed it. And cobble is not that hard to get, but I just think nether brick would look better. So that's what we're going with. And to help me with that, yeah, about time I did something, right? This is not that industrial smelter thing I was mentioning. That has a different design. It actually uses quite a bit more hoppers, and I'm not ready to make that yet. So this is all temporary. This probably will not even stay down here. And that industrial smelter thing, that'll be up on my base. But I did want to point out these changes. You saw how much I dug out, quite a bit. I'm going to be doing some slabbing, some other things. So now when I come back, I told you were going to see the finished product, and this time you will. I don't foresee any other changes. So when I come back, it will probably be designed. I'll have some kind of a nether brick thing in, you know, this upper part, as well as the entire under area of this thing is going to be nether brick. Whew, it's going to be a lot of work. So much work. But it is what it is. Let me get back to it. Well, that took a huge amount of time. Whew. Alright. But with that little flyby, you saw a few things, including this. I think this was Fleeks, but I don't know if it was somebody else or not. Wow, such free blocks. Very extra, please take. Such beautiful English in there somewhere. I'm sure it's there. You just have to look really, really hard. Anyway, so here's the idea. This is just some netherrack that, you know, I was digging. I didn't want to bring it back up to my base. I know I said something along those lines, but I changed my mind because there's way too much. I do have almost 2 double chests full up in my base, and I think that will be plenty. And over here we have the vacant chests, which actually mine needs to be changed. And the idea is that while you're here, shift. Ooh, if I can spell vacant chest. While you're here, you place your things in one of these chests, and then you replace the sign and put your name on it. So people know whose stuff is where in case you forget it, or you run off for just a couple minutes, somebody else comes down. They know somebody is here working or something. I don't know. But at least your stuff is marked, and it's just more organization is better. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these because, yeah, it's these. So then you come in here and you have the enchanting table. Now, Sarge tossed this here. And the funny thing is that this line right here is the exact height of a player's head. Like, that will line up perfectly with the top of it. It's quite funny. Let's see if I can actually get a view of it. I think the helmet might actually get in the way. Yeah, the helmet's a little bit bigger. Let's see if we can do this. You kind of see that a little bit? Ish. But, yeah, so... things. So the other thing is that, as you noticed, full diamond gear, more gear. So this is my helmet, Aquafini, Respiration 3, Protection 4 and Breaking 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 3, and Feather Falling 4. So, you know, I got my axe, which I've had for a while. That was just kind of enchanted randomly. That's why it has Fortune 2 on it. But the Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3 is good, so I'm not going to do anything with that. This is just the first diamond shovel I ever enchanted, I believe. I didn't change that. But the sword, Unbreaking 3, Looting 3, and Sharpness 4. I have my worker, Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Soak Touch, and Unbreaking 3. So... as you can see, I am all geared up. So if I die and lose everything again, I'm probably quitting Minecraft. Because, yeah, I will not be very happy. I won't actually quit Minecraft. I don't know how serious that sounded. But you have your ender chest over here. You have your lava pit disposable thing for all the extra swords. Because the way this works, and I'm not actually going to hit one because I'm going to go up there and walk you through it, and they're currently not mad at me. Thank goodness. But once you hit a pigman, they all come running at you. They jump down in the hole like that, and then you hit them a bunch of times, and then you can suffocate them all. Now, the reason I can suffocate them is because suffocating them does not make them hate you, which is really awesome. Can I open back up? No angry noises. They don't hate me. All is good. So I'm going to go ahead and close this back up. So, this is the design. It's good to go. And up top, I believe you've also seen. Now, originally, this roof was not going to be here. The reason it's here now is because ghasts love, and I mean absolutely, they look for it. They wait until you are ready to go down the ladder, and then they shoot a fireball at you. So that while you're going down, if you don't die or get knocked off the edge into the, you know, sea of pigmen that are probably after you, you know, it'll break the ladder at the very least. So, roof. So the only way they can get to you is to shoot you from the side. And guess what? If they're shooting you from the side, it's going to go straight through and not mess with anything here. Awesome. So, here's all the paths. You can run to wherever you need. Hit the pigmen, jump around if you want to, you know, gather up a whole bunch of them. Blah, blah, just hit them and run. And you gather up a whole bunch and then run back to the middle, jump down, Slaughterhouse style. You got little stair things. Just if you fall, you can get back up. You do have a chance to survive if you get drop kicked into the sea of pigmen. And good stuff. Now, on this snapshot, we are currently on 14W21B. I haven't tested on 20B, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be similar. Pigmen are buggy, more buggy than alpha. I don't know, something. It's insane. So at the current moment, when you hit one, they don't stop hating you. Sarge hit one before it was done. So that part of it is, on him. One got down the ladder or something. I don't know, started chasing him. But they don't stop hating you because all the new ones that spawn, they start making angry noises as soon as they spawn and are within range of you, and then they start to chase you too. So he was here, and he ran all the way down, all the way back past my portal to the Mesa biome, and they were still hating him, and that's where he died. I believe Anomaly was with him, but I'm not 100% on that one. I know Anomaly has... everybody, I believe, everybody that's tried to use this has undergone death by Slaughterhouse at some point. So, sorry guys for that. It's a buggy pigman thing. I don't know. It should be fixed in the future, I hope. But at the moment, you got to be very, very, very careful if you're going to use a system like this. The other issue is that baby pigmen, they like to glitch into a block. And then, once you're inside of a block, you can run out of that block. So if they glitch into one of these 3 soul sands, they might take a couple hits of damage, but they can still run out and attack you with a small amount of less health. And a pigman with a little bit less health is like a regular mob, so they're gonna hurt, and they hit hard. So beware. But other than that, the redesign, it was designed out a little differently. Some things changed, but it helps with it. But I still got one baby pigman to glitch through and try to attack me, but I took care of him pretty easily. It works out. I think it's to a decent level now. There's not much else I can really do until things start to get fixed. Whew, okay, so here's the Slaughterhouse. I've showed you my gear, and I've told you that pigmen are buggy. I think that's about it. That's about everything I wanted to show you. Yeah, did I show you my gear? Yep. Yeah, alright, well, I think that's pretty good. Cool. Alright, it's raining! And that was an Enderman getting hurt. So, this is the end. Hey, look, he's still getting hurt over there. Oh, no, he disappeared. So, this is the end. We did get the Slaughterhouse done. Like I said, so glad that's done, because it is very useful, very dangerous, and very tedious. It was not the easiest thing in the world to do. So, I'm so glad that's done. So now we can get any kind of levels or enchantments we want whenever we need them, which is very good because it seems that every single time I die, I lose everything. Like, I've died in lava like 4 times. All of my items gone. I've died from simultaneous creeper explosions where the first one kills me, the second one kills all my items. Or gassed fireballs. When there's 2 of them, the first fireball kills me, the second one kills all my items. It's horrible. Anyway, so I can now get those back whenever I need them, which is fantastic. The next episode, I believe I'm going to be trying to work on the villager breeder. The reason for that is because we need a lot of villagers. Now, what kind of project requires a lot of villagers? Yeah, that's the one. The one you're thinking of right now. That's going to be it. That's what we're going to try to do. As well as that, I'm going to be scanning through what these villagers offer and hopefully get some decent ones to stash in a man-made town, which I may do because the other project could take a decent amount of time. So maybe the village, my player-made village, will be, you know, the main thing, and then there will be some side snippets of me helping someone else do the other one. Yes, I am refusing to actually say what the project is. I don't know why. I just am. But I'm sure you can guess what it is. So, that's about it. Like if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Share, comment, favorite. Do what you do. I'll see you in the next video.